What's up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Amanda Marie, and over here what I talk about is fragrance. So if you're someone that is into smelling good, maybe you're building a perfume collection, or maybe you just want to know more about a particular fragrance, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell. That way you'll be notified each and every time I upload a video and you don't miss out. If you are already a part of the family, please make sure your notification bells are on. I've had a couple of people message me and tell me that they did not get any notifications, even though they had their bells clicked. They're not getting notifications that my videos are going live. So please just double check that for me if you guys would. Okay, thank you so much. Now in this video, I will be giving you my fragrance flavors of the week. Every week I come to you guys and share with you what I wore. It could be a shower gel, it could be a lotion, it could be a body oil, it could be a perfume. If it had a smell to it, honey, and I wore it, I'm going to tell you about it. So I am wearing a microphone. Hopefully I am not blasting you guys' ears out. I don't know what the sound is going to be like, and if it's too loud, I will definitely tone it down when I edit the video. But yeah, I'm wearing a mic because I just want to make sure, like, no one has ever told me they had an issue with the sound of my videos, but I bought a new mic system and I might as well put it to good use. So that's what's going on with the sound, okay? But this past week, I did not use any new body washes. I'm still working on that leather body wash from Cremo that I told you guys about maybe like 3 weeks ago. I'm still working on that. I did get sent samples of some body washes from Future Society. I have talked about Future Society before. Their fragrances are available in Nordstrom. It's been a while since I talked about that brand. Maybe I will do an updated video for y'all. I've been using Floating Forrest body wash and the lotion. I'm going to keep using it for the rest of the week and then come back next week and let y'all know how I feel about it. But at this point, I think it's okay, but I like the lotion more than I like the body wash. And I did use a body oil. This is from Brownsugarbabe. You guys know they were recently in Houston, probably about 3 weeks ago at this point, maybe 4. I did go to the event and I picked up 3 of their body oils. I love their body oils. I love the texture of their body oils. I love that their oils don't leave me feeling like overly greasy. Like, I don't like that feeling. I want the shine, okay? I want to look greased up, but I don't want to feel greased up, if that makes sense. So I think their body oils really do a great job in that department. So the oil that I used last week is called Sweet Smoke. I actually used this after the shower before I went to bed. Not sure if this is really a bedtime type of body oil. This is really more of evening wear type of scent to me, but this is their interpretation of Tobacco Honey by Guerlain. Y'all know I love Tobacco Honey by Guerlain. It's one of my favorite fragrances. So I said, you know what, let me get a matching body oil in the event, you know, one day I want to layer or anything like that. Not that I have any issues with the longevity for Tobacco Honey. Okay, no issues at all when it comes to performance. But, you know, sometimes I'm in the mood for layering. But this is Sweet Smoke. And I have talked to you guys about this particular body oil before. This is a pretty good dupe of Tobacco Honey. It really is. At first, it came off a bit medicinal, but then again, I could have put too much on. After about 15 or 20 minutes, that medicinal smell that I was getting went away. And all I was left with was this beautiful, smoky, boozy, tobacco, not over the top smoky, but there's definitely a tobacco note in this oil. And the honey, beautiful, sweet, warm, sexy. This is good. Like, I really had a hard time choosing which oil to get when I was at the event. And I'm so happy that I went with Sweet Smoke because, baby, it is delicious. Okay. It is so good. In my opinion, it's not a one-to-one. Dupe is extremely close. I'm going to say probably 95% close, maybe 97% close to duping Tobacco Honey by Guerlain. So no issues with this oil whatsoever. I think it is simply perfection. Okay, perfect. So this week I actually did a lot of layering combinations, which you guys know I am not the best when it comes to layering. I feel like I overthink it. I'm really thinking too hard about it. In my mind, I feel like the fragrances have to not necessarily be similar, but they have to like be cohesive. They got to go with each other. Like, they probably have to have about 2 or 3 similar notes in one another for me to layer with them. That is my thinking. That is not a rule. Okay, that doesn't mean you have to do it. It's just up here for me, okay? Seriously, it's all in my head when it comes to layering. I don't know why. The concept of layering just sends me. I don't know why. But Monday, I did a layering combination. I wore Tom Ford's Eau d'Ambre leather. I have talked about this in a previous video as well. I don't have the full-size bottle. I just have a sample, but you better bet your sweet bottom, honey, I am going to get a full-size bottle of this at some point because I love it that much. And then I went in with Moncler Perfume. I haven't talked about this fragrance in a very, very long time. The reason why I picked this fragrance is because I thought it would go really well with the new Tom Ford's Ombre Leather, because this one is a vanillic fragrance to me. It's actually I'm not going to say this is one of my favorite vanilla fragrances, but I'm going to say that it is an easy wear. It is very pretty, it's sweet, it's powdery. It gives me a 90s type of feel, okay? And that's crazy. Like, how do I describe a 90s fragrance to y'all? It's weird, but I don't know. When I smell it, it does remind me of something that I used to wear back in the day. I guess that's the only way I can describe a 90s fragrance to you. But yeah, these two together were really a nice combination. So in the event you did not catch my video where I broke down the new Tom Ford's Eau d'Ambre leather, I will just let you know it does remind me of the original ombre leather, but this one is going to be a little heavier on the patchouli, not patchouli, but this one is going to be a little heavier on the leather, in my opinion. And it kind of gives leather, but it can also give you patchouli. If you are not familiar with notes and what they smell like, when you first smell this, you probably would think it was patchouli, but actually it's leather. And it also has this sweet vanillic vibe to it. It could come off a little smoky as well, in my opinion, but I think this is beautiful. I honestly feel like this one is better than the original ombre leather, if I'm being honest with you. People have compared this new ombre leather to Baby Cat by YSL. Don't come for me, but I think it's by YSL. I've never smelled Baby Cat, so I can't tell you if they are similar or not. All I know is that if Baby Cat smells like this, then I may want a bottle of Baby Cat. Well, maybe not, because I have this one, but y'all know what I'm saying, okay? Like, I see why y'all like Baby Cat. Okay, so this next fragrance is actually from an indie house called Happyland, and the fragrance is called Paisley Dreams. Now, another fragrance enthusiast, another fragrance lover, was kind enough about 2 years ago. He sent me a bunch of samples from Happyland because him and I actually kind of somewhat share the same taste in fragrances, even though he's a guy. So he has more masculine fragrances than me, of course, but we do share, similar tastes. And I fell in love with the samples. I ended up ordering me a full-size bottle of Paisley Dreams. I don't wear it all the time. I really just kind of conserve it for like fall and winter weather because it's kind of heavy in my opinion, but it is a sweet, beautiful, fruity scent and I absolutely love it. This is called Paisley Dreams. Again, this is from Happyland Studios. And this is what it looks like. I love the juice. I love that ambery colored juice. As you guys know, I will leave everything down below in the description box so you guys can click on the website if you want to go check out their fragrances. They do offer samples. I know back then when they were offering samples, they were like $5 and they were a pretty decent size. Like they were 7 mLs or something like that. Yesterday's price is not today's price. I always tell y'all that. So they could be a little bit more expensive. Hopefully not, but go check out their website and see. But in Paisley Dreams, you're going to get florals, you're going to get spices, you're going to get honey, you're going to get incense. When I smell this, I feel like I pick up like some type of blueberry. You know what? This really, it's a perfume, but it kind of, let me just spray it a little bit. Like it's totally a perfume, but it almost gives me the consistency of an oil almost. I hope y'all can see that shine. I feel the oils in this fragrance. I really do. As I smell this, I'm getting this fruity smell. Could it be blueberries or something like that? It's not citrusy. Whatever it is, it's a berry or some type of dried fruit. I'm getting soft, spicy notes. I'm getting something a little powdery. I'm getting something sweet, so I can pick up the vanilla in this fragrance or even honey. If it is honey, it's very realistic in my opinion. It is simply, it's gorgeous. This fragrance is, I don't want to say it's boozy. Like, I don't want to use the word boozy because there's not a booze note listed for this fragrance, but it does have a bit of a boozy quality to it, as I'm thinking about it. But again, there's no booze here. But I love this fragrance. This for me, and it's not even cold enough for me to be wearing this fragrance, but I was jonesing for it so bad. Like I felt like I just wanted to wear it. Plus, I'm ready for some cooler weather. To be honest with you guys, it's not even cool enough for me to be wearing this fragrance because this fragrance is very heavy. It also has a bit of a vintagey type of feel to it, which I love. If you like fragrances from Francesca Bianchi, and you know who I'm talking about, you know her fragrances are very bourgeois, okay? They're very vintagey, they're very thick, they're very heavy, dense type of fragrances. That's what Paisley Dreams is. And again, it's not cold enough for me to be wearing this, but I'm ready for it to be fall. And number two, I haven't worn it in a long time, but it is really, really beautiful. Beautiful. If you're new to my channel and you've never heard me talk about indie brands, basically indie brands are like bespoke. They are individually owned brands, maybe one person, maybe a group of people, but basically they have creative control over creating their own fragrances. A lot of indie brands can put certain notes in fragrances that major brands cannot. And I think that's why a lot of us who jumped into fragrances 5 years ago, 6 years ago, talk more about indie brands than designer brands, because indie brands, they're doing their thing. Okay, they are really doing their thing. So I enjoy indie brands. I think indie brands also can be a little bit of an acquired taste, if I'm being honest with you. Now, if you're some person that is very, seasoned when it comes to fragrances, then you probably are ready to jump into indie brands. But I would definitely tell you, this would be my major tip. If you are crossing over into indie brands, is get you some samples, okay? Because baby, sometimes the notes can be deceiving, honey. And I would hate for y'all to blind buy a fragrance and you don't like it. That is like the worst thing in the world. But I wanted to say that in the event somebody's watching this video and they're like, what the hell is indie? What's an indie fragrance? That's what an indie fragrance is, okay? And I do have several indie fragrances in my collection, and I've talked about them before. As a matter of fact, I'm about to talk to you guys about another indie brand. That's crazy to me. Was last week indie week? I don't know. But y'all, I was gifted this fragrance from Memoir Parfums. Fell in love with it on sight. Do you hear me? It was love at first whiff. This fragrance is called Gypsy Eyes. And again, it is from a brand, an indie brand called Memoir Parfums. I believe it's Memoir Parfums, but I will leave their information down below in the description box, okay? Now, when he sent me this fragrance, and I forget the gentleman's name who owns Memoir Fragrances, they are a Black-owned brand, but when he sent me this fragrance, he included an insert on how the fragrance came about. Basically, this fragrance is inspired by his wife, so he created this fragrance for her. You know, when I smell this, I smell like the love that was created in this fragrance. Maybe it's in my head because it's a bit of a love story, but whatever it is, it stuck with me, okay? And when I smell this fragrance, man, I just, I lose it every time I smell this fragrance. You know, when I smell this, it has a very come hither feel to it. It has this like feminine sex appeal that is almost hard for me to describe. Like when I smell this, I smell, because I know he created this for his wife, I just visualize this like very attractive woman, very sexy, and she's super sweet and kind because this smells very sweet. She also is warm-hearted because this has a warmthness to it from the vanilla. It has an ambery feel to it. Even though amber was not listed there, you can see the juice has a beautiful amber feel to it, but it's warm, it's sweet, it is slightly smoky. The smoke is not offensive in this fragrance whatsoever. It's almost kind of, well, speaking from someone who loves smoky fragrances, this is light work, okay? Light work. And the oud is really nice in this fragrance. It's smooth, it's buttery, and it's not like your typical oud and rose combination like Delina or Genesis by Brandt. It's not like that. It has its own style, okay? It's in its own lane. Like, to be honest with you, the oud is so good here, you probably wouldn't even notice it. That's how good it is. Because it's not that stinky, animalic, barnyard type of oud. It's a really good quality oud with the rose. And that's why I like this fragrance a lot too. I am not the biggest fan of rose. Y'all know this. And the fact that the rose is a little toned down here really makes me happy. But this is a gorgeous scent. This is an easy wear, an easy grab. You can wear this into the office. You can wear this on a date night. You can wear it for every day if you want to. Really, you don't need a rhyme or a reason to wear this fragrance. It literally is that good. You can wear it whenever you want to. Hell, you could probably even wear this fragrance to bed as a nighttime scent if you wanted to. Because I'm not saying it's light, but it has this very effervescent, airy type of feel to it. You know what I mean? Where I think a person could wear this for bed, especially if you're having like some sexy time. Y'all know what I mean? I'm keeping it G-rated, okay? But I love this. When I first smelled this, y'all, I went stone cold crazy. Boozy. Did I mention the booze here? I pick up that whiskey note, but it's not liquor, okay? It's not giving me alcohol. It's just giving me this gorgeous, boozy accord. Something like what you would find in Angel Share, okay? That's the kind of boozy note that is in Gypsy Eyes. Oh my God, I almost forgot. I layered with this fragrance. I went in with Vanilla Vibration from Zara. I'm going to be smelling so good when I'm done recording this video. It has some brightness to it in the opening. I'm definitely picking up on that iris, which gives this vanilla fragrance like a nice, sweet, powdery dry down. I'm getting a little bit of spice from the cardamom. So that's what I was talking about in the beginning of the video when I say when I layer, my fragrances have to kind of coincide with one another. Like this has some soft spice and vanilla. This has some soft spice and vanilla. So I figure like if they have at least two notes that are similar to one another, 9 times out of 10, they will go well together. And they really, really did. Surprisingly, I did smell the vanilla vibration for probably about 4 hours. I was really surprised about that because I usually don't get that kind of longevity with Zara fragrances. Don't know if it's the fact that it's been sitting for a little bit. I'm not sure, but either way, it smelled amazing. I'm not going to spend too much time on this particular fragrance because I just talked about it in my transitional fall fragrance video, Middle Eastern edition. Okay, this is Khamrah Qahwa, and this is the flanker to Khamrah. This one has a note of coffee. You guys just heard me talk about this fragrance. I'm not really going to go into detail. I'm just going to spray one spray in the air. Oh, this is so pretty. This does remind me of the original Khamrah. It's sweet, it's warm, it's boozy. I get this like dried fruit smell from this. It feels warm, it feels cozy. I will say this, it does have a note of coffee in this fragrance. So if you're not a lover of coffee, I don't know how you're going to feel about this one, but I will tell you that that coffee note doesn't really stick around for the duration of the dry down in this fragrance, but it is there. Now, one note that I do feel like sticks around for a long time is going to be that musk. So just imagine if you have the original Khamrah by Lattafa, which does put people in the frame of mind of Angel Share. 2 totally different fragrances, okay? They're not duping each other, but they're similar, right? So imagine that sweet, warm, boozy, ambery vibe that you get from Angel Share or from Khamrah, and you add musk to that, okay? Like a loud musk, not a funky musk, but a very sensual, soft musk, but it's loud. That's the vibe I get with Khamrah Qahwa, okay? But I think this is a gorgeous fragrance. I would say this one leans a little bit more masculine than the original release. So if you're a guy and you're watching this video and you are looking for something that is kind of boozy, sexy, very sensual, I would definitely recommend Khamrah Qahwa to you. I think you will enjoy it. I honestly do. So yeah, that is what I wore on Thursday. All right, last but not least, your girl did another layering combination. Okay, yes, I did. I layered Back to Black by Kilian. Here is what the bottle looks like. Beautiful bottle. I layered it with Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. Beautiful combination. And you know what? It's crazy. Every time I'm reading off a fragrance and it has a ton of notes, in my mind, the fragrance is not that complicated. It really isn't. Y'all know what this smells like to me? This smells like a boozy cherry fragrance with a heavy dose of powder. That is what I get. It's very powdery, but I am getting that tobacco when I smell this. I think today is like the first day that I've picked up on the tobacco. I am getting the honey, which could be making this fragrance a little boozy. And I'm really surprised that this fragrance doesn't have any type of liquor note in it. I feel like I'm picking up some soft, spicy notes here. Could be the saffron, could be the cardamom. And I may be getting that chamomile. That chamomile also could be giving this fragrance like an extreme powdery smell that I'm getting. It kind of puts me in the frame of mind of baby powder. It smells like baby powder. I was trying not to say baby powder, but it's giving me this baby powder smell. Very fresh, okay, not soapy, but just fresh. So, of course, I layered it with Tom Ford's Lost Cherry simply because it has a cherry note. And I'm not going to lie, y'all. I really like Lost Cherry. And I've been saying for years that I was going to buy me a full-size bottle. As y'all can see, like, I'm almost done with this decant. I don't know what I'm going to do, to be honest with you. Is it still available? Hopefully I can find it on a discount website and get it for the low. I don't know, but I want a full-size bottle. Let me just stop playing with myself. Like, I want a full-size bottle of this, even though we all know the longevity here is whack, okay? It smells delicious. It really does. I'm not going to spray this. Y'all saw what I was working with. But this is so good. When I added the cherry to the Back to Black, it amped up the cherry note. I feel like in the Back to Black, you get the cherries. The cherries in Back to Black reminds me of the same type of cherry smell that's in Femme Delicieuse by Dior, the private line, okay? It reminds me of that kind of cherry, for real. This one, on the other hand, is giving me more of a sweet, syrupy, machino type of cherry. So that was the main reason why I paired it with the Back to Black, because I felt like I just wanted that cherry note to be amped up, okay? I wanted it to just sing, honey. I wanted it to be loud, not crazy, not over the top. Like, I wanted to take it to the edge, but not go overboard. You know what I mean? So I think I achieved that with these two. I will definitely wear these again. I think it's a great combination. If you guys have smelled Back to Black, let me know down in the comments how y'all feel about it. Again, I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. I do feel like it is a bit of an acquired taste, if I'm to be honest with you. I would not necessarily say it's one of my favorites from Kilian, but the reason that I have it is because it's different and unique than any of the Kilian fragrances I do have in my collection. So that's pretty much the reason why I bought it, girl. And the fact that I ain't gonna lie, I do love a fresh baby powder smell and feel. All right, you guys. So that was it for my fragrance flavors of the week. Please comment down below if you have any of the fragrances that I mentioned in this video today. Also, let me know what you wore last week, okay? Let me know what you think I should put my nose on. Leave it down in the comments. Y'all know I may not respond right away, but I do respond, okay? If you're into fragrances, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on your notification bells. That way you don't miss any uploads, okay, that I put out. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button on your way out. It really helps with the growth of my channel, and I would appreciate it oh so much. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you are having a pleasant day, and I hope you are smelling good doing it. I will see you in the next video. Bye.